So I'm going to ask the family of Rhonda Davis, Rashawn Black, Sergeant Rusho, Detective Krasinski. Did I get it right, Detective? Krasinski? Krasinski. Captain Decker, did you want to join us? Okay. So first of all, let me just start out by saying, my hearts and prayers go out certainly to Mom Rashawn Black and certainly to all the family and friends of Rhonda Davis. This is certainly a clear example of the community and police working diligently to identify violent suspects, and in this case, it worked. So, as you know, on Friday, April 3rd, at 9:45 in the morning in the area of Westbrook and Kendall, officers from the 8th Precinct responded to a call where firefighters found a burned female body inside of a vehicle. It was determined that the vehicle was a stolen vehicle. It's described as a 2002 Plymouth Voyager. On the following day, the mom who's joined here with me today, Rashawn Black, came forward in an attempt to identify the victim. The victim was positively identified as Rhonda Davis, a 20-year-old African-American female. And let me just take a moment to acknowledge the courage, the tenacity, and the diligence by Rhonda's mother, Rashawn Black. She certainly has been diligent. She's worked very closely with Detroit 300, Malik Shabazz, multiple walks through the neighborhood with flyers with information about this tragic situation. And so again, my hat goes off to her during this time of grief to have the courage to do that. Our detectives certainly, again, giving credit to not only the hard work they do. Joining me certainly is Sergeant Russell and Officer Krasinski, who just did a phenomenal job in working with the community, addressing tips that were coming in. And as a result of that, 2 suspects were arrested. And those 2 suspects, the warrants have been, we've obtained arrest warrants, and we anticipate an arraignment later this afternoon. The first suspect is described as a 50-year-old male black, the second a 22-year-old male black. Now there is a outstanding suspect who we have a warrant for, who has been charged in this case, and we again are appealing to the community for their help in locating a suspect who's described as a 24-year-old African-American male, 5'11", weighing at approximately 150 pounds, and his name is Brandon Curtis Williams. Do we have a picture of him?
We'll have it from the person.
Oh, we will? Okay, so picture is forthcoming on that. So again, I just want to emphasize this case is a prime example of the community and police working together to bring a sense of closure to the family. So at this time, I asked the mom, Ms. Black, to come forward if she would like to say a few words.
Yes, I just want to thank first of all, the homicide for finding these people. All the prayer warriors I had out here, the community for helping me find them, my family for supporting me. And I just ask, for everybody to continue praying for me and my family, to give me strength to move forward and, for the last guy that's out here, for the community to continue to speak up, to help bring him forward, so justice could be served for my daughter, so that she could rest in peace, and me and my family could start the healing process. Thank you.
Thank you. And again, I just want to go back through the suspect that we're looking for, 24-year-old Brandon Curtis Williams. We're asking for the community's help to locate this third suspect, black male, 5'11", 150 pounds. Detectives, do you have anything you want to add to this? You're good. At this time, we'll take any questions you might have.
Hey, Chief, you say in there, community help, helped you guys start to solve this. Does that mean Crime Stoppers? Was it tips from the community? What was the community help?
Well, what I will say is that we've gotten tips from the community, and certainly, I don't want to go into much more detail, but what's clear to me, and the message that I want to get out is that this is a testament of how when the community and the police work together, how we can solve these crimes. It does work. Community's engaged. I applaud, again, the efforts of Ms. Black for her courage and her tenacity in working so hard in doing this. And certainly Detroit 300 and Malik Sirbaz.
So what do you believe happened in this case?
I don't want to get into the specifics of the case because this matter is still pending. We just don't want to go into any details at this point.
Are any of the family members, Chief Craig, familiar with these other two suspects who were arrested, even by, if so, by name, or having seen them around, or maybe having a relationship with her?
I would prefer not to get into that aspect of the case. I mean, certainly, again, the one thing that I'm emphasizing is certainly the courage that's been demonstrated by this family to come forward, to be bold, and to bring a sense of closure. So I would just ask that we not get into the details.
Sir, when were these suspects arrested, and did they resist arrest?
There was no resistance. Certainly, I can turn that over to the detectives if we need to put that information on.
Thank you. I'm Sergeant Russell. First, I'd like to thank the officers, first Captain Pritchard from the 8th Precinct, from allowing her Special Operations officers to work with us without any questions or limitations, which directly helped us arrest everyone. Okay, but they arrested the offenders on Monday the 13th without incident over on Greenfield Street.
I'm sorry, where, sir?
On Greenfield.
These guys have a criminal history, or a serious one at least, do we know?
No serious.
And I just want to piggyback on Sergeant Russell, and I didn't understand the involvement, but the 8th Precinct, Captain Pritchett, and certainly the Special Operations officers who just do phenomenal work across this city, really in identifying violent perpetrators. Any other questions?
Ms. Black, would we be able to ask you a small question? Just if you wouldn't mind stepping up to the mic, if you're comfortable doing so. And I know you mentioned that you really want somebody to step forward with this remaining person who's out there. If that person or that person's family happens to be watching the news and they see this, would you, I'm sure you urge them to move forward. If this guy's watching right now, what would you tell him?
To please turn himself in, and to his family, this could be your daughter, your cousin, your aunt, your sister, anyone that you love. My daughter didn't deserve this, and I just would really like for her to be put at rest, and me to start my grieving process. And if, I know that it's probably going to be difficult for this person to turn themselves in, but they have to step up and take on responsibility for what they did for her. That's it.
You said grieving to begin. You haven't been able to fully do that, right?
No, not at all. I have not started the grieving process. It hasn't really sunk in because I've been too worried and busy trying to bring these people forward that did this to my daughter. So now that they're caught, I can start the grieving process. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that ends the presser. Okay.
Chief, we did want to talk to you about another issue, separate from this.
Which one?
Impersonator.
Yeah, that's still active.
You didn't want to do it while you're at the podium.
Oh, no, that's fine.